Seasonal eating, recipes for each season. Standing in the kitchen, sunlight beaming in from the window, and smelling fresh herbs in the air. A perfectly ripe tomato is cut open, and all the juice spills onto the cutting board. You smile. Such as the seasons eat and connect us with nature's rhythm when foodstuffs are in their freshest state. To see such yummy ideas, do smash the like button. Subscribe. Eating seasonal simply means selecting fruits and vegetables during their peak harvest. With seasonal eating, you are guaranteed that not only do you have a better taste in your mouth, but you are also feeding yourself and the earth healthy choices. Fresh produce has an enormous amount of nutrients in its seasonal time, bursts with flavor, and often is more economical. Think about it. A summer peach is sweet and juicy, while a winter apple can be crisp and refreshing. By eating what's in season, you support local farmers and reduce your carbon footprint. It's a win-win situation. Let's dive in for some of the benefits that come along with seasonal eating. Nutritional value. Produce is picked at peak ripeness, so it's full of vitamins and minerals. Tomatoes eaten in summer, for instance, are more flavorful and nutrient-rich compared to those that have to be shipped in from elsewhere during winter. Eating food in season means you are eating the best. Better taste. Fruit and vegetables left to ripen on the plant tend to have much more flavor. Strawberries in June are considerably sweeter than those shipped for thousands of miles. Such taste differences will make ordinary meals become special. Produce is cheaper when in season because it's more available locally. This allows for fresh ingredients without breaking the bank. You may find that farmers' markets have really good deals on seasonal produce that supermarkets cannot compete with. Supporting local farmers. By choosing seasonal foods, you're supporting local agriculture and contributing to your community's economy. You're also getting fresher produce that hasn't been sitting in storage for weeks. This connection to local farmers fosters a sense of community and sustainability. Environmental sustainability. Seasonal eating minimizes transportation and storage, therefore lowering the rate of greenhouse gas emission. It is a simple thing to do to take care of our planet. We can protect our environment for future generations by consuming what is grown locally and in season. With spring, the world awakens from its cold, wintry slumber, and fresh produce abounds, teasing our taste buds with the freshness of spring. Imagine the bright asparagus spears standing at attention in your local market, or the strawberries glistening in the sun. Asparagus salad with lemon vinaigrette. Imagine blanching tender asparagus until it's just right, crisp yet tender, then tossing with juicy cherry tomatoes, a splash of lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper. It's refreshing and a real celebration of spring. Recipe instructions. First, take off the hard ends of asparagus and blanch it in boiling water for about 2 to 3 minutes until bright green but still crispy. Let it drain and plunge them into ice water to stop the cooking. Place the halved cherry tomatoes with the asparagus in a bowl. Drizzle olive oil and lemon juice. Sprinkle with salt and pepper to taste. Strawberry spinach salad. Now imagine a salad with fresh spinach leaves, topped with sliced strawberries and crunchy walnuts. Crumbled feta cheese adds a delightful touch, drizzled with balsamic vinaigrette for that perfect balance of sweet and tangy. Recipe instructions. In a large bowl, toss together fresh spinach leaves with sliced strawberries and walnuts. Crumble feta cheese over the top before drizzling balsamic vinaigrette for an extra burst of flavor. When summer hits, it's time to bring the heat to colorful plates. Watermelon feta salad. Think of those juicier watermelon chunks with crumbled feta cheese and fresh leaves of mint. A drizzle of fresh lime juice ties it together, thinly sliced to perfectly cool down on really hot days. Recipe instructions. Watermelon should be cut into small pieces and placed in a serving bowl. Sprinkle crumbled feta cheese over them and add chopped mint leaves. Squeeze fresh lime juice over for extra flair. Grilled vegetable skewers. Imagine colorful pieces of bell peppers, slices of zucchini and cherry tomatoes on skewers dipped in olive oil, and herbs going on the grill. Skewers sizzle up and fill the air with aroma while cooking to perfection. Recipe instructions. Cut vegetables into even pieces to skewer. Thread onto wooden or metal skewers, alternating colors for visual appeal. Brush lightly with olive oil mixed with herbs like oregano or thyme before grilling until tender. As the weather starts cooling down, Autumn ushers in warm, hearty dishes. Pumpkin soup. Think about stirring a pot of creamy pumpkin soup made from fresh pumpkin or canned puree, mixed with sautéed onions and garlic. A touch of cream swirls in as you blend it all together until smooth, a comforting bowl perfect for chilly evenings. Instructions in the recipe. Sauté the chopped onion and garlic in olive oil until fragrant. Add diced pumpkin, or canned puree, together with vegetable broth. Simmer, letting everything get tender before blending until smooth. Stir in cream if using. Roasted root vegetables. Now think of carrots, parsnips, and sweet potatoes tossed in olive oil and rosemary before being roasted until golden brown. The sweetness intensifies as they caramelize, a true celebration of autumn's harvest. Recipe instructions. Preheat oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. Chop root vegetables into uniform pieces. Toss them in olive oil along with chopped rosemary. Spread evenly on a baking sheet. Roast for about 30 to 40 minutes or until golden brown. Finally, winter brings its own unique flavors that comfort us during the cold months. Butternut squash risotto. Imagine yourself stirring the creamy risotto, cooked slowly with vegetable broth to which rich butternut squash puree is added toward the end, finishing off with Parmesan cheese for an extra layer of flavor. Recipe instructions. In a medium-heated pot, sauté the onions until translucent. Add the arborio rice, stirring to coat, then gradually add the warmed vegetable broth, ladling it in while stirring constantly. When the rice is al dente, stir in the butternut squash puree, followed by grated Parmesan cheese and serve hot. Hearty lentil soup. Picture yourself warming up with a bowl of lentil soup made from hearty lentils simmered with carrots, celery, and onion. Perfectly seasoned to keep you cozy during those long winter nights. Recipe instructions. Sauté chopped onions, carrots, celery together until softened. Add rinsed lentils along with vegetable broth. Simmer until lentils are tender, seasoning generously with salt and pepper throughout cooking process. Now that you have these delectable seasonal recipes to try at home, we want to see what you create. Take part in our community challenge by cooking one of these seasonal dishes and sharing a photo on social media using the hashtag #SeasonalEatingChallenge. Let's inspire each other to eat fresh and healthy. Seasonal eating is not just about enjoying fresh produce. It's about connecting with nature while supporting our local communities and making healthier choices for ourselves. By embracing what each season has to offer, whether it's crisp apples in autumn or juicy tomatoes in summer, we can enhance our diets while being environmentally conscious. So, next time you are in the grocery store or at the farmer's market, take a little extra time to think about what fruits and vegetables are in season around you. Trying new recipes can be a fun adventure that nourishes not only your body, but also your taste buds. Thanks for joining us on this seasonal eating journey. If you found this video interesting, or you learned something new today about how to eat seasonally, smash that like button and subscribe for more engaging content next time.